now, so I can't sing right now. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Crack me up top.
All
So
right,
we got
so-
what do we have next? Who we got next? Is it Slick Rick?
Yeah, thank you.
Come on up here, Slick Rick. Give some emoji love for Slick Rick.
I thought I'd do a little comedy as well. Thanks to Agent for warming us all up. What a treat it is to see all of your lovely stationary faces up here. So, like I said, I was going to tell a few jokes, and if you've heard them before, I'll just ask that you don't ruin them for everybody else, and you can just leave that to me. So, I told my friends and family that I wanted to do some comedy in VR, and they all laughed at me. But no one's laughing now. When I was a little kid, my mom used to tell me not to sit so close to the TV. She said it would rot my brain and it would ruin my eyes. But here we are in 2018, and I got the TV strapped right to my face.
That's pretty fucking good. That sounds about right. That was good. That was good.
So I don't know if you guys saw
More.
if you guys saw the CES this year, the Consumer Expo, but you know it's been happening for a few years. But there's just this trend to like integrate our digital assistants into all of our appliances. So now your fridge knows your schedule and it knows what you can make based on the ingredients that are in the fridge. So that's great for normal adjusted people, but like for me, it's like, good morning, Rick. You have 0 appointments today. For breakfast, you could eat pickled eggs with mustard. It's like, oh, thanks, Alexa. Yeah, no, I exaggerate, of course, because like I did get a date, and you know, being the gentleman that I am, I brought her some flowers, right? So gave her the flowers. She's like, oh, flowers. So what, you expect me to be on my back with my legs in the air all night? And I'm like, oh, we could probably just use a vase.
Now that's good. That was good.
So my uncle, he was my uncle was a helicopter pilot in the in Nam, and he was telling me the story about how he got lost, and he found himself on the far side of a river, and he saw some soldiers on the other side, and it was too far across, and the river was too loud, so he couldn't really yell. So he was trying to use some hand signals to get their attention. So he's like, "So are you guys in the Air Force?" You know, he made like a plane symbol, and you know the guys really didn't have any idea. So he's like, "So are you?" Kind of made like a fist. He's like, "Are you guys like in the ground? You know, ground infantry?" And again, they had no idea what he was saying. So he's like, "Oh, maybe you guys are you guys scouts?" You know, it does like the binocular thing. And you know, the soldiers really had no idea what he was saying, so they ran off. And my uncle did eventually make it back to his base camp. And when he got there, there was a warning out for this strange man threatening to fly over and pound you up from behind until your eyes pop out. So, well, my grandfather, he was a rancher, and he lived in a pretty rural location. And they had an issue with like nuisance bears, and he told me this trick they used to do to deal with these nuisance animals. And you got to start by digging a really big hole in the ground, big enough to hold a bear, and then you build a bonfire down in the base of this hole, and you let that bonfire burn all night long. And then the next day it's burnt down. There's nothing but ashes down there. And you take a bag of peas, like a bag of frozen peas or a can of peas, and you go all around the outside of this hole, and you just lay the peas there. And then you got to stake out the hole, because soon enough a bear is going to come along. And when the bear comes to take the pea, you got to kick him in the asshole. All right, I think that's my set. Thanks, you guys have been a great audience.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much,
Hey,
Slick Rick.
all right,
Let's give it
good
up for
job.
Slick Rick here.
Good job, man.
All right, so how y'all doing tonight? Let's gauge this audience. How y'all doing tonight? Come on, let's see those
All
emojis. Come on.
right.
Let those emojis fly. Come on, let's see. How you guys doing tonight? That's right. That's right. Oh, come on. What's up with this? What's up with the frowny faces? I saw you up front row. White Q-tip.